I can't wait to show you guys this. It's finally here, my diamond play button. You're probably thinking to yourself, gee, Linus, you have like 13 million subscribers. How did it take you so long to make a video about your diamond play button? That is because this is a diamond play button like no other diamond play button. Guys, this is mother Linus Tech Tips. This diamond play button is gonna have a PC in it.
Vincero wants to give you a chance to buy stylish watches at affordable prices. Use the link in the description to get up to 30% off plus free shipping on your entire order for Vincero's spring upgrade sale. Step 1 of building your very own diamond play button PC is, of course, getting a diamond play button. The process is super simple. All you have to do is get you, 9,999,999 of your friends to all subscribe to the same YouTube channel. Then you request your reward from YouTube directly and they send it in the mail. By the way, guys, thanks for your help with that. Step 2, finding a PC that will fit in a diamond play button. The XY dimensions, actually not that hard to deal with, but the Z height is not that thick by the time you factor in cooling. So we went with this Intel NUC. It's got support for an M.2 SSD, up to 2 slots of SODIMM memory, and this right here is a Core i7-10710U. Now, going with 10th gen, we do give up Intel's Tiger Lake Xe graphics, but what we gain in return is 6 cores and, with this particular model, the ability to go real fast if we can provide adequate cooling. And the reality of it is, guys, is if we really wanted fast gaming performance out of this thing, we would use an external GPU with Thunderbolt anyway. So this feels like a great choice. Massive shout out, by the way, to Simply NUC for sending this thing over to us. They do sell this and many different models of NUCs. Usually they look more like computers than this, so you'll have to check that out. Man, the job they did on this thing is...
Oh yeah.
It's beautiful. Like, are these beveled edges?
Oh yeah, there's no sharp edges on there.
Like, this is unreal craftsmanship, but we'll get more into that later. For now, I want to show you guys how the PC goes in here. So you see these 4 standoffs right here? It's just going to go a little something like that. And the reason that we want to lift the PC up off the bottom of the play button is because that's going to give us room to kind of jam our cables down there and also give us enough clearance to run our cooling over to this heatsink. I/O access is right there. See that? Ooh, this is cool. Pretty much everything I'm showing you guys today, by the way, I am seeing for the first time because Alex did this project almost entirely unsupervised. So this appears to be my CPU cold plate.
Yep.
And then these are presumably, wow, that's a snug boy fit, isn't it? I mean, that's good for, you know, thermal transfer and all that, but these are heat pipes. Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna screw this onto the CPU then, right?
Well, first you need to put all the heat pipes in.
Yes.
And you asked for us to solder them. I don't know if you still want to do that, but we can.
How much work is it to solder them? The thing about solder is that it needs to melt onto the surfaces that you're trying to bond. And the thing about heat pipes is that it's designed to move heat away really fast. So heating up a heat pipe enough at the point where you want to melt the solder without heating up the entire thing so much that it explodes is a bit of a tricky matter. We've never really successfully done it before.
Yeah, we should be able to with that.
Okay, smooth flow solder paste.
Slow temp, maybe possible.
Let's do it. Before we actually put that in place though, there's 3 more smaller heat pipes that we're going to use just to spread the heat out within our heatsink here. So the idea here is that we've got heat pipes carrying the heat from the CPU, transferring it to these heat pipes, which spread it out in this heatsink. Now, we probably could have gone fully passive, but we're gonna add a fan too, so this thing is going to perform like pretty amazing, we hope. It's never actually been fully assembled. I've never soldered a heat pipe before.
Basically just rough it up with a little bit of Scotch-Brite.
Is this kind of like a less is more situation, or do you even know?
I'm not totally sure. I do know that it flows at 138 degrees though.
And this is what people use for soldering heat pipes? I'm sure that I'm doing this completely wrong.
It's what I was told by the internet, yes.
Here we go. So, I mean, hey, the good news is it's kind of like lubey compared to before. Well, no, it goes in a little easier. Alex, am I even sort of doing this the way you're supposed to? Because that would be really good to know. Like in the video where they told you to use this stuff, did they at all show you how to put it on?
They kind of just put it on and put the heat pipes in.
Well, I definitely am doing that.
It didn't look like this.
Okay, I think they're in. So theoretically, this will melt and it will solder this to this. Oh wow, look at it go. Holy I think it's working.
Oh yeah, damn.
I wish I'd applied it a little more cleanly, but we won't really see this.
It shows on the FLIR that it's above 130 degrees Celsius. I guess that's as high as this goes.
I mean, that looks pretty darn soldered to me.
If you want, we can also try soldering in the other heat pipes since that seemed to work well, but I think that'll take way longer.
Yeah, I think it might be okay though.
Okay.
I think this is the coolest build we've done in a long time. It's the Linus Ego build.
I think that was the gold controller.
I'm gonna be like celery sticks, you know? Kind of spreads like peanut butter too, actually. We're doing two things right now. We're heating this up to melt our solder flux paste, and then we're also heating it up so that we can push out the plastic or whatever it's made of diamond.
Oh wait, we like basically can't thermal image this.
Oh, because it's too shiny.
Yeah, it's way too shiny.
You know what would be great is if we put a piece of tape on it or something, because we really do kind of need to know how hot it is. I think a little bit that I could see melted. What's the temperature of the tape?
Tape's 106 degrees, so yeah, you must be good. Let's also pop out the button like very soon.
Don't touch this, hey?
Yep.
It's a little toasty. Okay. Oh, it's out. It is way deeper than I thought it was.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons that it was so hard to find a PC to fit in.
While I wait for this to cool down, I can go ahead and remove this electrical tape. Oh, it's leaving a nasty residue. Unfortunately, we had no choice because in order for our thermal camera to be able to read the temperature of this reflective surface, we had to put something non-reflective on it, which actually leads into a really cool story. How on earth did we CNC out a diamond play button without a CAD model? Well, you can't, so we had to get one. Now, the most obvious way to get one would be to ask YouTube for it. I mean, they designed it, so they should probably have it, and they do, but unfortunately, YouTube's lawyers would not allow our contact to send it to us for the purposes of modifying it to put a PC in. So we had to 3D scan it, which, guys, is no mean feat because the way 3D scanners work is they bounce light off of the object and then record it in order to, you know, get all of its shapes and curves and, oh no, this thing is a freaking mirror. How do you 3D scan a curved mirror? You give it to a professional. So we enlisted the help of LeMan Designs in North Vancouver, and Omid over there, I don't know how he did it, but it freaking worked, and great job, guys. This is the raw scan file. How, I don't even, this should be cooled down now so we can test if these are in. Oh, ow, it's still hot, but okay. Ah, balls. Does it do aluminum? Because it seems like it just didn't really adhere to the aluminum. After further research, it appears that our NC191LT50 solder paste is not ideal for aluminum and copper. So we roughed up the aluminum again, put a little bit more of it on this time, and we're gonna see if we got a good joint. Otherwise, we're gonna have to go to thermal paste or thermal epoxy. Actually, I think it
Wow.
bonded. Oh, heck yeah. Huh. Woo!
Well, that cool is there's two things that we can do. We need to put IO in here. This needs the chop.
Yeah.
We're gonna just steal this, epoxy it in here. Oh, we need to solder the front panel connectors onto here.
Where the hell's the power button go?
Well, we kind of get to just put it wherever we want because the hole isn't drilled yet, but it can go like here or here or here.
What do you want for colors? I'm thinking I'll just do like a rainbow.
Sure. Actually, hey Linus,
Yo.
I just realized something. The Wi-Fi antennas are just hanging out in here. Should we take those out and put them in like a spot they might work?
Yeah, I would like to have Wi-Fi.
For the IO, we didn't want to cut it into the actual play button because for one, it's just difficult to cut in here. And also, like, if you get it a little bit wrong, you're kind of just screwed. So instead, sorry simply Nuck, but the thing that you sent us is about to die.
And pencils down. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for you at this point.
Well, I did a really good job. I don't even need shrink wrap.
I think you should still put it on there.
Okay, just, can you please appreciate that I did a good job and I probably don't need
You
it?
did a good job, Linus. I'm proud of you. Actually, I just realized something. We should probably add some like connectors or something to this because otherwise we're going to have to install this power button and that board at the same time. It's gonna suck.
Oh.
I have an idea, Linus. We just take some of these male and female little pluggy chummies, solder them onto there and solder them onto this. So then when we want to put it together, we just...
So really, I soldered the wrong wires here though. So I'm doing completely unnecessary soldering a wire to another wire.
Well, but now you can solder another wire to that wire and it'll be not that hard.
Yeah, just, I could have just cut off of those wires and then the connector would have already been on them.
Details. Okay, so we now have to properly decide where this power button's gonna go.
Oh, this is real final, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that diamond cutout, that looks so cool.
Oh yeah, it looks so sick, especially with the fan underneath it. Where exactly do we want this?
So I don't know, like here?
Here? You want it up here? I thought we said it was gonna go down here.
How about like here?
Here?
Yeah, sure.
See, why do you ask me to pick and then tell me it's not a frickin' option? Put it wherever the hell you want. I don't even care anymore.
That sounds good. I like this. That's a nice hole.
Check this out. We're freaking good to go, boys. Oh God, wow, that's really tight. That is actually a really cool tool that I have never seen before and I love it.
Wait, you've never seen a deburring tool before?
Okay, that worked perfectly. Is this it? Do we assemble?
LEDs. This is what we're using.
Wait, what? Just light up your wonderful life.
And then we're using this.
What?
And the fan's also being powered by this.
Wait, what? Why?
Because the NUC only does 5 volt for fans. And there wasn't a 5 volt fan that would fit in here correctly. Put it there, tape it or hot glue it. You take the next one.
Oh my
tape it,
God,
hot
that's
glue it.
horrendous.
Well, we could also have done a completely custom solution.
This is faster.
Yes.
There's only one way to know for sure if these strips will bond to cyanoacrylate. That's to use my finger and try and stick it to it.
Maybe you should double check with your hair too.
So what about we use this moment to
Oh God,
talk
that's
about...
a lot of CA. I don't think
You need to
CA
prep it
sticks to
first.
aluminum. Fortunately, we have this Bond Aid epoxy putty stick. Alex wouldn't let me handle this with no gloves.
It's not good for your skin.
So I just mush this up then?
Yeah, it should be a bit hot.
While I'm working on that is as good a time as any to talk about the actual design of the PC itself. So what I'm holding in my hand, as you can see, is not made of metal. This is a 3D printed mock-up so that we could do a test fit and also just kind of a general sanity check. It's all fine and good for Alex to create it in SolidWorks based on that 3D scan that we got, but it's another one entirely to double check, make sure the scan was actually friggin' accurate, and make sure that our components are going to fit. So because our printer bed isn't big enough, we printed it in 2 pieces, and it was great. So from there, Alex was able to send our file along with our diamond play button to a bloke named Amish. This kind of machining is very out of our depth, at least for now, but holy frig, did Amish do a great job of it. Using his DMG Mori DMU65 monoblock, a 5-axis CNC machine with a whopping 46 horsepower spindle, it could have made very quick work of this. But believe it or not, Amish went out of his way to make the tool paths complicated so that the cutting would look extra sick on camera for all of y'all. One unfortunate thing we learned while cutting though is that although the play button is made of aluminum, and YouTube actually told me that it is solid polished aluminum and nothing else, it has actually been electroplated in copper and then chrome. So what that meant was that no matter how much we polished the aluminum back panel we made, it could never have the same super shiny surface finish as the rest of the play button. I do think that the cutout diamond looks absolutely sick
it's
though.
so good.
Crap, even this epoxy came off. Nothing sticks to these stupid things. Look, it's not that we wanted to use double-sided tape. I
So
know
we wanted to use double-sided tape and tuck tape.
we didn't ask for this. How freaking awesome does that look? We don't actually need this much of this adhesive to keep the diamond in place, but what we're doing is trying to ensure that we have a consistent look to this shiny piece that goes under it. So we're covering the entire thing. I see what you mean about it being hard to get it like centered. Oh!
Oh, geez, Linus.
You know what? We're rolling with it, Alex. So this is gonna go here. We could like spend an hour cable managing this, but I really don't think it serves much purpose. And you sure this USB port has enough power for everything we have plugged into it?
Pretty sure.
I guess that's only 6 LEDs and a fan. That should be fine. Yeah, okay. Honestly, I think we can just pressure fit that.
I'm down.
Yeah, like that's awesome. That's not going anywhere. In a perfect world, I wouldn't use thermal pads for where we're crossing our heat pipes here, but the truth is we don't know how well this is gonna work, so at least this allows us to run the machine and validate the concept. This thing's sick, 32 gigs RAM. Well, it's not perfect by any stretch. I mean, for extra credit, we could have soldered to these little tiny USB headers and put like an RGB controller in it and stuff like that, but honestly, I am super happy with what I think is about to be the result. Are we ready to close it up?
I think so, yeah.
Ooh. Fans in, computer's in. The I/O looks amazing. Oh my God, that looks so sick. Man, been planning this build since before we even had 10 million subscribers. This is freaking incredible. Check out that I/O, David. Is that clean or what? Alex, you did a great job of that.
That is custom built.
Let's get hardware info up here. Get Cinebench up. Oh my God, this is so freaking cool. My computer is a play button, and my play button is a computer. Okay, we ready? Minimum test duration, test for thermal throttling, CPU multi-core, here we go. Are you rolling on this right now? Because our load temps are like 60, 65 degrees. Mind you, we're maxing out at like 2.85 gigahertz because this is a U-class processor, but still, come on, it's a play button. How quiet is it though? Oh, it's whisper quiet. Oh my God, this thing is so far beyond cool. Alex, you did an amazing job on this. This is knucking futs. Get it? Get it? I don't even care that the Joule has a crack in it. That just adds character at this point. What I want to know is how much it'll turbo. Okay, CPU single core. Man, you could game on this puppy fine, just fine. We are getting 4 flippin' gigahertz on it. Hold on a second. No, hold on. Don't turn that off yet. We were hitting like 4.3, 4.4, we touched 4.5 for a second there. I think there were some background like app updates that were hitting multiple cores. Man, when this thing's gaming with like external GPU or something, it's gonna be a freaking beast. I love it. And you know what else I love? I was gonna segue to our sponsor, but first, you guys. I know it took a while for us to get this project done, but thank you very much. 10 million subscribers is an absolutely unbelievable accomplishment that we achieved a long time ago, and we really appreciate everything that you guys do to make this possible. And we also appreciate our sponsor. The Drop Enter keyboard is a new keyboard from drop.com made, of course, with high-grade enthusiast class materials. It's got an aluminum top plate with white LEDs so you can read the keys in dark conditions. It's got double shot PBT keycaps and weighs in at 964 grams, so it's heavy enough to stay in place on your desk, but not so heavy that it's impossible to take with you on the go, which you just might do thanks to its 10 keyless layout. It's available in 3 colors with your choice of mechanical switches. So don't wait, buy it today at the link in the video description. I feel like normally when people do their 10 million subscriber videos, there's a lot of like soul searching and heartfelt talking at their audience, but the truth is, I think I already did enough of that for like 4 YouTubers plus their apology videos, so you guys can go watch that to see how I feel about all of that. Today is just about being cool. Like, that's a computer. Oh, it's warm. It's a warm boy.